Hello, I'm Wayne, and we need to talk about Uber drivers in LA and New York City. Let's talk about it. Hello, Wayne. I'm an Uber driver in LA City, and I love my job and I meet lots of wonderful people. But I wanted to tell you about the problem that I've been happening with my job here lately. It's been harder and harder for me to get accounts. It seems like I went from making good money a year ago to hardly making anything at all. I'm only making about 30% of what I made last year. And I don't understand why, because LA is such a big city and I'm willing to travel for many miles to get the food delivered. However, that's not happening, and I'm not making any more money, and I don't understand why. It's not that the tips have slowed down or anything like that. I get great tips still. It's just I don't get as many notifications to take people their food, and I don't understand what's happening. I can only imagine that Uber has hired so many more people since a year ago to do Uber that I am no longer getting the type of work that I need to sustain my car payment, my rent, my utilities, to feed myself, and I'm going to have to go somewhere else and look for another job. Folks, this is happening all over the country, but let's talk about New York City. Mr. Wayne. Okay, guys, I've had to clean this one up because, yeah, it gets a little tricky here. I have to watch really what I say. So this guy works for Uber Eats, and a year ago, he was doing really good delivering, um, making lots of money, and now whenever he goes out to do his job, he has to carry his bang bang because he feels threatened, and he has gotten threatened, and people have literally taken his money from him. um, and this is in New York, and he's quit his job twice, and recently had went back to doing it, but it's only gotten worse. He hasn't gotten any, um, the money hasn't gotten any better. As a matter of fact, he's saying it's getting a lot worse. And he's saying that it's just not him, but it's other people that live in the community that do Uber Eats. And they have been taken over by other people that now they can't do their jobs. And as a matter of fact, he says that his best friend, she's getting evicted out of her apartment because her job got cut in half and she's not making the money to pay her rent. He does say that her rent is $1,500 a month, renting a room out in the apartment that she lives in. It's a 2-bedroom apartment. She rents a room out for $1,500 a month, and then they share the utilities, I guess. But it's getting bad over there too. And then let's talk. We got one more in California. So this guy works for Lyft in California. He recently quit his job because he's been robbed 3 times, and this is in Sacramento. He's been robbed 3 times in the last month. Yeah. And so he recently got hired on with Amazon, doing Amazon deliveries. And he's enjoying his job. But the problem is he's afraid that he's going to get robbed again, because where he was driving the Lyft, he's doing the same deliveries now in the Amazon. The problem, he said, is he's got to go in the same neighborhoods that Lyft was taking him to. And he's afraid he's going to get robbed at Amazon, and he has this phobia of going into these neighborhoods. I'm sorry, man. I understand your feelings. I know how you feel. But you know what? I don't know how to help you, bro. It is what it is. I'm Wayne, and I'll talk to you on the next one.